Shalom, this is Levi Shore. Welcome back to Swing Good Torah. So why did the stock market rise on Purim when we're having this crazy coronavirus panic and the world is in a total stupor, a total panic? It's not, and we're in the month of Adar, the month of happiness, and we're heading into Pesach, Passover. This is the time of Geula. This is we're heading to the Chodesh Aviv, the month of spring. This is the time where the physical world, we leave the cold, bitter darkness of the winter, and we're heading into the beautiful, warm time of growth where all the flowers begin to bud and the fruit begins to grow in the trees and the grass gets green again and people come out of their houses. And now we're in this coronavirus panic, and the governments of the world are separating people. The government of Israel is saying no more than 100 people can gather together in a place. They've canceled in America. They canceled I think the NBA right now, maybe the NHL. Major League Baseball is starting 2 weeks later. The stock market, just the Dow Jones has gone down like 9,000 points in the last, I don't even know what it is, 9 days, a week, a week and a half. I don't know. It's crazy. Pandemic. Everyone's saying pandemic. The World Health Organization saying pandemic. But yet we're in the time of redemption. What is going on with this panic? What is the power of Purim? So to show you a little bit of the koach, when we talk about the koach of Purim, this special time between Purim and Pesach, Purim and Passover, I'm wearing one of my children's kippads, a little more festive today, to talk about the amazing power of Purim and how when the market, the Dow Jones, has dropped 9,000 points in such a short time. Now, Bezrat Hashem, as of today, I saw it was up over 1,000, and it's good for the world. What Hashem wants for the world is shalom, is peace. Shalom bayis, peace between a husband and a wife, peace between the parents and the children, peace between the grandparents and the children, peace between neighbors. That's why the Rabbi Akiva said, Klal Gadol b'Torah, the main rule of the Torah is v'achavta l're'echa kamocha, love your friend like yourself. One of the most important parts of the whole Torah is the mitzvah of love your friend like yourself. And yet we see this panic and we see quarantines and isolation. I think the whole nation of Italy right now is under quarantine. We see massive, damage in the high-ranking members of the Iranian government. Now there's news that I think Justin Trudeau's wife may have coronavirus. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, they have coronavirus. But I saw a thing on Yeshiva World News that just popped up that perhaps Ivanka Trump and Attorney General Bill Barr have just been infected. I mean, wow. What is going on? So why in this fall, in this panic of this market, these institutions, why was Purim the one day where the market went up 1,000 points? Why was that one moment where the markets, went up instead of this cascading down? What's the power of Purim? So Purim, in essence, the Megillah Esther, it teaches us there's a battle between perceptions of the world. So the arch enemies of the Jewish people are from Amalek, and Amalek was the grandson of Esau, as it's translated in English. Twin brothers, Yaakov and Esau. Twin brothers on the surface. On the surface, they look alike. But inside, they're very different. And that's one of the secrets of Purim. That's why we wear costumes. And sometimes we show on the outside is not who we are on the inside. Because sometimes the great tzaddik can get mad at someone. But that tzaddik is getting mad at someone to help that person, to uplift them. And someone could look at him, who is this mean man that's insulting me? But that mean man, that tzaddik, is insulting a person to uplift them, to rise them up. And where that smooth, slick, talking, corrupt politician, oh, look at that nice man. He talks so well. He kisses babies. He loves everyone. But that man wishes harm on people. So sometimes the outside of a person doesn't match their inside. And that's what we show on Purim. We can wear this costume and our outside is not who we are. And that's why it says, you should drink wine or you drink until you don't know the difference between Baruch, it's Baruch Haman, and Aror Mordecai. Blessed is Haman and cursed is Mordecai. That's the opposite of reality. Because the truth is Baruch Mordecai, Aror Haman. Blessed is Mordecai and cursed is Haman. So what does that mean? Because on the surface, Haman could be the smooth politician that talks so well and smiles as he gives untold fortunes. He gave, I think it was like 10,000 talents of silver, which is almost uncalculable. It's in the trillions, I think, if you calculate on today's silver market. And he gave it for the right of the genocide of the Jews. The ancient Nazi, Haman, from Amalek. And what is their perspective? Their perspective is that the world is all random. Everything's just random events. Everything just happens. People run the world. We're randomly descended from monkeys. Oh, it just happened over time. The universe just randomly formed itself over billions of years. Everything just happens. There's no control. There's no rules. There's no laws. And this is the perception. This is the philosophy of Amalek. Now, what's the Jewish perspective? What's the Torah perspective? B'chai b'hem, shalom. Live with the mitzvos. Live with the Torah and the mitzvos. Live with them. B'chai b'hem. But live in them. That if we live in the Torah and the mitzvos, that is life. And that leads us back to the Eitz Chaim, to the tree of life. And that leads us to Olam Haba. That leads us to the destruction of the Yetzer Hara, the destruction of the evil impulse, and the destruction eventually of death, of disease. So on Purim, what do? We read the Megillas Esther. We read the Megillas Esther, and Esther means nister. Esther is hidden, and Megillah means to reveal, Megula, Geula, to reveal the revelation of Hashem in the world. So Esther being hidden, and the hidden secret qualities of Esther and Mordecai are revealing Hashem's hand in the world. The news tells us of the random world that happens every day with no Hashem. And that's the opposite of the Torah, which teaches us that everything that's happening is the guiding hand of Hashem. So why are all these people, why the coronavirus? Why is everyone being isolated? Why is all this entertainment and events being canceled? My kids' schools are canceled next week, and God knows when. Only Hashem knows when they're going to open. I don't know. And we're in this miraculous time between Purim and Pesach. Why are the schools... Why is the Israeli government saying no more than 100 Jews can gather in a place? Don't go to the Koso, Chas v'Shalom, don't go to the Western Wall to pray? This is the opposite. This is the opposite, and this is what Purim was the opposite. We did something the opposite. Because on Purim, I'm not saying please follow all medical procedures, wash your hands, use Purell, don't let a person that's positive coronavirus sneeze or coughing. Don't be silly. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying there's spiritual things, there's spiritual vaccinations that we can do. And on Purim, the first thing we do is we read the Megillah and reveal that it's all Hashem's hand. This is all from Hashem. And then we give out Mishloach Manos. Neighbor to neighbor, friend to friend, relative to relative. We're giving them gifts of food and candy and all kinds of fun stuff. And we're building the community. We're all together. On Purim, we're all running around in our costumes and having fun. And we're having parties. And we're together. We're joining together. And we're giving matonos evyonim. We're giving gifts to the poor. People at Chas v'Shalom, they're struggling. They're financially struggling. They don't have the money, to even buy food for their Purim Suda. They don't have money to pay their bills. We're helping them. We're giving money to help uplift those that need help. And that's why the market rose on Purim. That's the special strength of Purim. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. But turning it all over. Turning the evil to good. Turning the darkness to light. The power of Purim is to turn it all around. And we do it by chesed. We do it by gemilas chasadim, acts of kindness. We do it by uplifting the poor. And maybe, I don't know, what's the message that Hashem's closing these schools, the Torah schools? Because maybe there's a higher kind of learning that we can do. The most special learning, the way the Torah says to teach the Torah is from the parents to the children. And that's Pesach. And we're heading into Passover, where we have our Seder, we have the Haggadah, and we tell the going out of Mitzrayim, we tell the mighty acts of Hashem, and the nisim, the miracles Hashem brought into the world, that it's not the way Amalek says, it's not the way the media says, it's not the way Hollywood says. It's Hashem that's guiding everything, and Hashem's giving us the message. And on Purim, we did the opposite. Kindness. We all came together and we celebrated, and we celebrated the Torah and the mitzvos in Simcha and the Arizal. Rabbi Yitzhak Luria, the holy Arizal, one of the greatest Makubals, one of the greatest Kabbalists of all times. He said, Yom Kippur, the day of fasting, and Kapar and atonement. Yom Kippur It's only Purim. It's only a day like Purim. And Purim is the holiest day of the year. And it's the day where we're coming together with chesed and kindness and love and uplifting the poor and giving presents to our friends and our family. And that is the essence. And that's why the stock market went up. And through chesed, through Torah and the mitzvahs, is how we can get everything back, and everyone should rise up. And we want economic stability. We want people to be comfortable and happy, and we want shalom between everyone. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you back again on Sweet and Good Torah.